It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Negative comments have hurt the most, I guess.
The ones where they say, you know, she did this for clout. This is not the way to get clout. Because you are literally opening up yourself, and again, you're being vulnerable. Those hurt. The ones that talk about the fact, and I know people have seen this, she does not look like what a VP would date. And it was a woman, it was a TikTok creator who was talking about my looks. And then there was a very famous personality that called me a big back, talking about my weight. And so it's things like that that I'm like, Jesus, you know, I can already admit I'm self-conscious, you know, as a heavier woman. I feel like how I look should not dictate whether or not I deserve what I want. So that was disappointing, and it was hurtful, especially the one that was the more famous personality, because again, I'm more than just my weight, like, and not to mention, I mean, you know, that it's hard. I will admit this, I appreciate when I've met both men and women who have said thank you. Because for me, it's like, okay, I know I'm getting attacked, but it did help somebody. When I hear someone that said, girl, I watched all 50 parts, I genuinely am humbled that someone took 500 minutes out of their life and watched the story that I went through. And my prayer is that, again, if there is a woman or man who's like, I want to be married, I want kids, I want this, and I need to have it right now, and you know something's wrong, but you're afraid to investigate because you're afraid that you might be wrong. And it's like, I'm here to say, look, it costs nothing to verify, but if you don't verify, honey, it may cost you everything.
Talking about big back belief. Now, if y'all want to have a conversation about reinforcing negative stereotypes of big backs, I understand. I'm open to it. But acting like I was having a conversation about Reesa Teesa's looks and size, that's not accurate. I was speaking in general terms about big back behavior and big back belief. And I actually said nobody has to be that desperate because there is a man out there for you. And I do have one final point, just one. We all have social media. No, we all have social media.
Absolutely.
And we all use it for different reasons.
Yeah.
And Reesa's getting a lot of props for being so vulnerable. Salute to her. But I personally feel like we have to stop bringing this stuff to social media if you don't want people to have an opinion about it.
Absolutely.
Because some of this stuff should just be reserved for our therapists. If we can't handle people having an opinion about whatever we are venting about, keep it off social media. That's my personal opinion.
That's a good point. When you put it out there in the world, the world's going to come back many different ways.
Absolutely. And she said that she was already insecure about her weight. So then why would you come to such a big platform thinking that, you know, you're going to be off limits from comments like, because it's people who was actually going in on her.
Absolutely.
You didn't call her a big back.
No, I was just speaking towards big back behavior and big back belief based off the story you told.
Absolutely.
And that's why even when you reference Sheila from Why Did I Get Married?
Yes.
Fantastic movie, because even that movie reinforced those same stereotypes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we also seen where Sheila ate small.
She unbigged her back.
And
she did unbig her back. She definitely did.
And then that man came around.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
He was going crazy.
Wanted her, and then the skinny girl, she was spending up the money and all that. So it just all of that to say, like you said, just get therapy for it, especially if it is an insecurity of yours.
Yeah, I just don't think those are things that should be on social media, because everybody's not going to agree with you.
Nope.
There's going to be people that have negative things to say. So I just feel like some of this stuff should be reserved for our therapists if we can't handle people having an opinion about whatever we are venting about. Because you're not always going to hear what you want to hear.
Yeah, and then to say, especially the more famous personality. It should hurt you when anybody say.
I get it, but I respect. I understand that, though. And once again, if I disturbed her peace, I apologize for disturbing her peace, but that was not my intention.
Well, that was very big of you to apologize, and I love you for that, bro.
I love you, too.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today, we back with another lit video. We big back for another lit video. Back in the confessional, big back in the confessional. And yes, we stay in lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my homeboy, Lucky Wizard Disman. Y'all check out his YouTube channel, man. And shout out to all the big backs out there. Okay, make sure you guys hit that link down below in the description and unbig your back. Hit up hivemindlabs.com and get that super fat burners, the big back unbacker. Okay, it's unbigging your back 1 ounce at a time. Okay, 1 inch at a time. We're gonna take your back from this big to this big. Okay, but that also comes with a healthy eating diet and exercise. Okay, let's get into it, big dog. Now, y'all heard the clip from Reesa Teesa, who will be on the Tamron Hall show today, this morning, I believe. And you heard Charlemagne the God's reply, his apology. Okay, it was a big back apology to all the big backlash that he's receiving. Okay, now, a lot of people have different ideas about this big backlash. Okay, saying she called out a few people. She called out the loudest ones in the room. She didn't call out everyone, just the ones with the most magnitude. She called out the TikToker. She called out the person that says she doesn't look like she could get a vice president type person. She called out Charlemagne the God. Okay, now, like, I get it. Because when I stroll through my comments, I don't always get to see all the negative comments. Sometimes I see them, I leave them. Sometimes I see them, I block them. It's simple as that. And what I learned to do is not respond to them. Because they want that. They want to disturb your peace. They want to get that response from you. You will probably ignore the thousands of comments that are made in support of you to respond back to that one negative comment, because that one person didn't agree with your lifestyle. That one person didn't agree with the choices you made. And I, for one, as a TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook influencer, I've been well versed on many platforms. I've learned to not respond to the negative comments. Maybe every now and then you got to be petty and then block them right after that. Like I'll post a comment, leave it up there for an hour, let them respond and block them. Because you disturbed my peace enough. And you won't get to do it again. And then there's the times I don't see them and they just live on my platform and they don't get a response. And then they'll say something in the next video because they're going to watch you again. And again and again. They're just going to hate you. But they're going to watch you all the time. Reesa Teesa, this is a message for you. And your newfound fame. Don't let it bother you. Don't let the big back jokes bother you. Don't let the big back being booed bother you. Say that 5 times fast. Okay? Charlemagne the God, that was a great apology. It was also a terrible one at the same time. But it is what it is. You don't owe anybody anything. I know it wasn't your intentions. A lot of people don't like you. They gonna fault you for it. So, look, you just learned to take that backlash better than you used to. Because you know you're going to get it all the time. It's just it's inevitable. When you are magnified this much, you're going to get backlash, Reesa Teesa. So, just as well as you felt, Reesa, you feel like you've been backlashed, big backlash, so has Charlemagne. You've received a lot of big backlash for your 50-part convo that should have been done in 20. But you responded to that big backlash very well. When people said that you made a lot of money, you responded to that big backlash pretty well. So It doesn't matter where the big backlash comes from. You're going to get it if you put yourself out there. And I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash for all my big backlash. I'm going to get big backlash for all my big back jokes. So, everyday people, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.